Good morning children. Today I am explaining about sense organs. Okay, you know that sense organs. In previous classes already learned about sense organs. In this class you learn deeply what are the organs, what have it, and the structures and inner parts. Those all things are now you learn. Okay, so here we enjoy the beauty of nature with our eyes. Is it correct? Yes. Okay. The melodious music with our ears and the fragrance of flowers with our nose, the taste of food with our tongue and feel the cool breeze with our skin like that. So they are the feelings through our sense organs. Okay. So here whenever suddenly bright light fall on our eyes, at that time what happened? Immediately close. Okay, our eyes are closed. Okay. So and at the same time, whenever touch the heart vessel, okay. So at the time also immediately we draw back our hand. Okay. So they are the senses. So they are senses means so they are whenever touch, whenever bright light focus on eyes. At the time some nerves are there. Okay. Those nerves are receiving that information and sent to brain. Afterwards, again our brain gives such kind of messages. Okay. Here whenever touch, whenever light falls on eyes, so they are the stimuli. So they are the some of the actions. Okay. And whenever we are responding on that, they are the some of the responses or otherwise reactions like that. Okay, children. So this is about the senses. And next, our senses aren't just part of us, they are define us. Okay, this is because nothing that we are experiencing in our life. Okay, so for most important to most boring would be possible without the intricate power of our senses. Okay, so here these senses are in different ways are help us. Okay, so here what do our senses do? Okay, here our senses have several roles to play. They aid our survival by directing us towards certain information of our environment. They are important for us and influence some activities. Here in these some influence some activities. Okay, so important for us and influence some activities. Those important activities otherwise called as stimuli. What the other name? Stimuli. Okay. You know that in previous class already learned about that word stimuli. Stimuli mean whenever heart vessel touch at that time hotness of the body, whenever hotness of the body having at that time we feel. Okay. So that is the stimuli. Okay, one of the action like that stimuli. And so drawback, that is response. Whenever draw back the hand, that one is response. And one more example here whenever taste the food, whenever you see the taste the food, okay, at that time we have watering in our mouth. Is it correct? Taste the see the food and hear about the food and smell the food. At all times we have watering in our mouth. Is it correct? See and hear and smell. These are stimuli. Okay. Watering is respond. Okay, that is the one of the action. Stimule and response. Stimule and response. These two are action by sensory system. Sensory system. What is the meaning of sensory system? Sensory system mean and that is related to our brain. Okay, closely to our brain otherwise. Okay, our senses are closely to our brain. Okay, and one more experience here whenever somebody is having painful and he have experienced feeling hurt to see someone in a pain. Automatically we are also having some bad feelings. Okay, so that is the one of the stimuli, and stimuli means see the hurtness of pain or something bad. Okay, at the time we are also having our inner feelings. Inner feelings were that good or bad? Bad. Okay, so they are the stimuli and response by sensory system. What is the meaning of sensory system? It is related meaning. What is the meaning of sensory system? So it is one of the organ. What is that organ? Brain. Okay, the brain gives us some senses, some such type of senses. Okay, and next one more example. Here see our sensory impressions of the world involve nerve signals. Nerve signals. These play a very important role in the way we react or respond to various stimuli or even to same stimuli, different situations. Okay, here the impressions, our sensory impressions of the world involve nerve signals. Nerve signals. Here, nerves are working. Okay, whenever receiving, whenever sending. Okay, receiving means what? Here, whenever what that heart vessel, whenever light focus on eyes, so they are the receiving. Stimuli means receiving. Receiving by nerves. Receiving by nerves to brain. Receiving afterwards sent to brain. Again at the same time, brain gives us message for that action, for that stimuli, for that draw back our hand and close our eyes, saying like that. They are the messages sent from brain. Okay, so sent from brain and receiving brain, these are working by nerves. They are otherwise nerve signals. What is that? Nerve signals. Children, one more example. Flavor. Flavor means you know that smell. Okay, some foods are having good smells, some foods are having bad smells. Okay. So here some flavors preference by our brain is usually based on our body needs. Okay. So see for example like cooked fish may not smell good to some people, but if the person is very hungry and has no other option, at that time what do you do? Okay, so that is necessary for him. That's why he preferred that. Okay, and particularly the body has a need for protein. Okay, the body need for that protein get from fish. That's why fish may suddenly that at that time the smell is good. Okay, so you think about that. So that is one of the stimuli and the response. Okay, one stimulus here, that smell is not good. Okay, and that food is needed for him. That's why he preferred. So that is what that response or respond. Okay, so this is the one of the action. And next one more, stimuli from environment around are received by our body through senses or organs, sense organs. Okay, stimuli from environment around are received by our body through sense organs. Okay, what are the sense organs? You know that in lower classes already learned. What are those? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. They have particular functions. Okay, eyes function. What is the eye function? To see, to sight. And next ears to hear. And next nose, smell. Next tongue to taste. And skin to touch, mean feeling, sense. Okay, touch, feeling, like that. So they are having some of the senses by sense organs. Okay, children. So this is the one of the introduction of sense organs. And the next one, stimulation to sensation. Stimulation to sensation. Here there are certain conditions, substances, etc. in nature that triggers the process of sensing them by our body. These are stimulants. Okay, so these conditions or otherwise these process of sensing them by using our body. Okay, so those otherwise called as stimulants. Okay, and information carried by these stimulants are picked up by certain organs. They are called as receptors. Here, whenever stimulants are there, stimulants are having in our body, at the time the stimulant information passing by nerves. Okay, those which are receiving, they are otherwise called as receptors. What that name? Receptors. Stimulant nervous. Stimulants. Stimulant. Stimulants are by receptors. Stimulants by receptors. And at the same time in our senses organs, afterwards they are converted into nerve signals. Afterwards they are converted into nerve signals. Which are these receptors are taking some stimulants, and afterwards they are converted into another message. They are converted into another message by nerve signals. By nerve signals. What is that converted? What that name? Sensation. Otherwise, it is called as sensation. See, these are carried to the brain and processed to create a message. That creating message is called as sensation. Okay. So there, this is the one of the stimulant and sensation. Stimulant and sensation. Stimulant mean what I said is stimulant, stimuli. Okay, means stimulants which part as damaging or injury, having some of the action like that. Okay, they are passing by nerves. They are passing by nerves. So which are receiving that information, they are otherwise called as receptors. Otherwise called as receptors. Okay, those receptors are send the message to brain. At the same time, that message again converted into another message. Okay, another message. What that another message? Sensation. That message you get from brain, that one otherwise called as sensation. Okay, children. So this is the stimulants to sensation. And here one more example is there. For example, reflected light from the surface of the green leaf and its surroundings reaches receptors in our eyes. Okay, one leaf is there. The leaf is reflected to sunlight. Reflected to sunlight, that condition is stimulus. Okay, stimulus. So afterwards, the green leaf and its surrounding reaches. The greenness reaches to surroundings by receptors. By receptors. Okay. So those reaches by receptors in our eyes. Okay. So this is the signals reach the brain. Afterwards, they are converted as the green color shape against its background. Okay, children. So this is one of the example in stimulation and stimulation to sensation. Okay, children. Where we have to complete the topic, you should read the topics. Okay. Thank you.